What I was intimidated the most by when I first got here was that conversations with people went from zero to deep in like 3 seconds. And all of a sudden, was like, whoa, we're talking about these vulnerable, personal things. Like, and I wasn't ready for that. But I've been able to make really amazing friendships because of that, and because of the real vulnerability between people here at the school. It's allowed for a lot of genuine connections to form really quickly, and I'm not so intimidated by that anymore, which is great. So I've really come into my own spirituality in a much more settled and grounded way. I think this idea of companionship has really been the key element, I think, that I've taken and ran with throughout my entire time here. That element of relationship. I'm really hoping that through chaplaincy, I'll be able to have these conversations with others that are not only going to be educational and healing for me, but potentially healing and sort of a peaceful for others, and moving more into that space of healing through relationship and through that human-to-human connection. And so I ended up writing my IP on how to live with God in the aftermath of trauma. I talk a lot about my own trauma in the paper in its variety of forms. But I also talk about James Cone, women in the Holocaust, a lot of different aspects of trauma and different experiences of trauma. I used these theologians as guides to sort of inform how I began to reapproach my own trauma. And ultimately, I sort of came up with the conclusion that the only way to live with God, at least for me, in the aftermath of trauma, is by coming together with others in solidarity, and really having that community and that love and that friendship, and just relationship in general. I think in all of the work that I looked through, it really emphasized seeing other people and being seen within a community. And so with this project, having finally finished it now, I'm feeling for the first time in about 6 years a sense of peace over this trauma that I've been trying to understand for so long, and really coming into the settling of, I guess, coming into a feeling of rest for the first time. It's been really amazing. I'm finally starting to understand how I can maintain a relationship with the divine and still acknowledge the reality of what I experienced. Definitely being at the school has impacted me vocationally. I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do when I came in. I knew I wanted to work with incarcerated people. I knew I wanted to do theology and write, but I wasn't really sure how all the pieces would fit together. And I ended up getting an apprenticeship with St. Paul's Episcopal Church, which is partnered with the mental health chaplaincy for this project. And through that, I got connected with all the right people, really, and started working with the mental health chaplaincy and moved into this direction of chaplaincy, which I never would have expected. And now I'm about to start my clinical pastoral education program at the VA, to really move into that role, which is great. Definitely not what I expected, but a good positive out of the school. But I'm transitioning quite seamlessly, actually, into this program at the VA and chaplaincy work, which I think has sort of become my dream since starting here. I'm really hoping to just continue having these conversations with people all around, and ideally write a lot of them down. I'd love to publish at some point, and sort of be able to take the sacred experiences that I have with people, and put them into a format where others can be affected by it. I feel like I'm just in the flow of the water. I can try and direct it, but I'm just going where I'm going. And a lot of doors have opened for me that I never expected. And I'm just being really thankful for them, and really excited about the opportunity of actually going through them. I'm Jessica Dexter, and I studied theology and culture at the Seattle School of Theology and Psychology.